Good morning. Foggy today. We're getting ready to make the big move to Berky. So Dad's actually taking the backhoe down there. He's got a little bit of stuff he needs to clean up with the backhoe. So he is taking off right there, very slowly. I'm gonna jump in the 9R and we're gonna take that down. It's not a fun trip with the 9R. That tractor is big and wide, and it's not horribly slow, but it just takes it's not fun. So anyway, we're gonna make sure that the tractor's fueled up and everything's good to go. Fuel cultivator should be good, but we'll glance it over real quick and hit the road. Just taking a minute to look at these cup holders and stuff that I got from Farm Sip Supreme yesterday. A little bit more. Didn't have time to really look at them yesterday. There's no instructions, so I can figure out how this stuff goes together. I've figured out that bolt goes through there and bolts that to that. But essentially, these are brackets that mount up to the mounting holes in the tractor corner posts. So we'll have to figure out which tractors, where we want this stuff. It'll be pretty handy though. There comes the sun even. Cool. Let's go out and get our tractor fired up and we'll get out of here. Let's see if it's going to start today. Nope. Nope. All right. It's weird. Do a little window washing while we're fueling. And we're off. If I had a GoPro, I would time lapse this for you, but I don't. So we're just gonna drive it. And we take the kind of the back way when we're driving the 9R or the combine, because the roads are less busy and bigger shoulders. And we avoid going through a couple of towns. It's about an extra mile, but it's okay. Oh, there goes the wifey. And we should be there in about an hour and a half. The first 30 miles of this drive, nice, leisurely, relaxing stroll through the country. The last 5 miles, the second you hit the Lucas County line, Lucas County, Ohio, where Toledo is, we're about 5 miles into it. Holy cow, white-knuckled, fist-clenching, high-stress, just, it's rough. But we made it. There are mailboxes on the south side of the road, my side of the road, right side. The entire stretch in Lucas County. There are houses just lining that street. There's nowhere to get over and out of the way. The traffic picks up instantly. And yeah, I had one car pass me from behind in the first 30 miles, and I had countless pass me from behind in the last 5, and I met 2 cars head on in that first 30 miles, and then dozens in the last little bit, and there's nowhere for me to go. So I'm glad we're here. I'm sure somebody will ask about hauling or putting our stuff on a semi and getting it down here. I get that question a lot, and it baffles me a little bit, because you guys, it would take so much longer to haul it here than to just drive it. And it wouldn't be any easier of a trip. That tractor, to go on a trailer legally, you have to take the duals off, and that's a full day morning project. And then you got to get this here, and it would have to be almost completely disassembled to get on a trailer. And that, it's just not feasible to do it. It takes an hour and a half. 10 minutes of it was high stress. We'll be fine. We had some stone hauled in here a few weeks ago. Dad's got the backhoe here now, so he's gonna use a little bit of that, level up some driveways, build up a few spots that need it, and then he wanted to do some stuff down over by the ditch where we did some tiling last year. Needed to fix some blowout holes and stuff, and wanted the stone for it. Anyway, we went out and looked at the field. It's not terrible. It's much better than it was when we were here earlier in the week, so that's good. But we have 3 days to do 285 acres. I don't need 3 days to do that. So we're going to wait here a little bit. My mom's on her way down to pick us up and take us back to get some more stuff and trucks and whatever. And probably late this afternoon, we'll try and work this field out here. and see how everything goes, and then try and have a big day tomorrow. I'll get the planter down here, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna wait around and get some stuff organized and ready to go for when it's time to go. Okay, we all made it back here to the home farm, Waldron. Dad is gonna grab some food, and then he's heading straight back down there with his pickup. He's gonna work with the backhoe for a while and then work down one of those at home farm later this evening. I am going to get the corn planter fired up, and we're gonna finish that 30 acres of corn that we've got just down the road here, and then we'll see from there. I could take the corn planter down tonight. I hadn't thought of that until just now. I don't know, we'll see. I gotta go pick up my boys though. They had something going on this afternoon, and we'll see. We'll find stuff to do. Don't worry. All right, I'm back here. Got the boys there at home hanging out. We are gonna get the corn planter loaded back up. We have something like 30 acres of corn to plant on the field where we were rained out the middle of last week. And we need some fertilizer on for that. We need seed. We were empty of seed coming back to reload when it started raining. So our seed tanks are basically empty now. We're gonna throw in what's left of a partial box on the seed tender in there, and we'll plant it out. And then we're gonna figure out how much more we need, because I don't have anything. All of the rest of my corn is at Berky, or I have 40 bags. I have 16 bags for the 40 acres that we've got to plant later. So we'll have to go pull some from the warehouse, which is fine. But we need to rephase our planter. I'm actually going to pull out somewhere where I can unfold it, and we got to rephase and set it down and pick it back up. And I have a couple of fertilizer lines that I think were leaking that I would like to see if we can fix. Whoa. All right, well, we've got the planter unfolded here. It's not on this side, they're on the other side. Let me go around. So over here on this side of the planter, I have two rows that are all covered in fertilizer. We have this row. Look at that one's leaking out of this. We have this row that has this, and that, I know what it came from. That is from that fitting up there coming loose and leaking and kind of dripping on this, and then the fertilizer, or the dirt sticks to the fertilizer, it's sticky and whatever. That one I fixed. It's not currently leaking. But this one over here is a different story. I noticed this is all dirty, and there's a clean spot there. I am pretty sure that this hose that goes down to our conceal knife is leaking. That seems like a lot of wiggle in that. So I kind of want to take that apart and see if we can either see a hole or replace it or trim it or whatever. Yeah, see that? That's not good. That should not be covered in fertilizer like that. It should look like this. So let's see what we can find out. Yeah, that hose being nearly severed right there, that's a problem. So we need to replace that. I pulled the pin to let that down. Boy, that is really loose. The other ones don't wheel like that. Not nearly that bad. Okay, we need to clean this up is what we need to do. I'm too far from water here. I can get a jug and we'll dump it off or see what we can do. And then we got to pull this bolt so we can take the knife off of here. And then we can get to our hose and get a new chunk. I've got a bunch of this, so no big deal. Well, I just went ahead and pulled this whole thing off. It's just that one bolt there. We're going to take it up, hose it off, get it cleaned up, and we'll get our hose replaced. Got this apart. We got that cleaned up so you can see through it. There was dirt plugging it up, go figure. And right there's our problem. So, let's go find our hose. Good to go here. Got the new hose, got it put back on there. We'll mount it back up to the planter and get it adjusted right, and then we should be in good shape. All right, I got that one back together. Did I tell you I got that one back together? I did. I also went through and checked some gauge wheels. We had a couple of them, this one and one down there. They were a little loose, out of adjustment, so I fixed those. Okay, we have one more fertilizer leak that we need to address. It's right here. It's this fitting. And it's leaking out of the quick connect, which they're not supposed to leak. But it is. Also, my low start starter appears to be a little salty. See how that's all white? It looks like mold, and it's not mold. That's the fertilizer drying, and it's the salt deposits left after it evaporates. Yeah, clearly there's still some salt in that fertilizer. Might be low. It's not no. Anyway, I think what we're going to do is take that apart, clean it off real good, put a little Vaseline on it, stick it back together, and see if it happens again. We are ready to get loaded up. It's going to take a little while, but that's okay. We'll put in the seed that we got here, and then we got to get some fertilizer. I've got some fertilizer left over from last year in some totes in the barn that we should probably use up. This would be a good spot to do so, so we might dig that out. Taking Sissy for a walk. Hi, you going for a wagon ride?
I'm just going around some of the, like, around this,
That's good. How come you're wearing long sleeves? It's hot. That's all right. Bye, have fun. This tote here had a blend of ATS 28 and 1034O in it. It's exactly what I put in this tank normally, and I add a little bit of a humic acid product, that Ultramate Zinc. It'll be fine. I don't really know what the ratio is in it. It was stuff that I had left in the tanks last year that we were just pumping out to get them empty kind of thing. Whatever, it'll be fine. I don't think there'll quite be enough, so we'll have to add a little bit more to have enough to do the field, which is good. All right, now we got the other one out. This is what I used for pop-up last year. It's 721.3 QLF product that I actually really liked, and I was a little not disappointed, but just it's hard to tell somebody that you really like their product and you're not going to buy any again. But I was blending this with something else that maybe I needed to, maybe I didn't, and the stuff that we're using this year I didn't have to do that at all. We just used it straight. So this is a molasses sugar-based product, and you can smell it as soon as I open the valve. You can smell it. Holy crap, I'm just like standing here waiting for this tank to get empty, and that bird just came and landed on my back. Ah. It's hot today. We are finally loaded up and ready to go though. However, we aren't gonna have enough seed, and so I'm gonna have Rylan help me get a gator and go over to the field, and then we're gonna go plant. We have made it over to the field. I had Rylan come and help pick me up with the gator so that I could have that over here. That way we can get our seed when we run out. We'll plant what we've got here. There's a few flags out there. Those flags are from our tile guy. Our tile guy actually owns this farm, and they're gonna put some strings of tile on it. I don't care that we're gonna have a crop growing in here. The more they can do, and the more they do to fix things, I don't care if they destroy some corn, because it's kind of a wet farm. It could use some tile. Okay, back at it, making a dust fly. You can see there's a hole over there. Maybe in the next pass, not this one. That's why we need some tile. Anyway, we should have enough seed in here for, I don't know, 10 acres of the 30, something like that. So we'll see how far it goes, but we've got some obstacles to avoid. That wet hole that's we don't ever farm that. That wet hole that we do farm when it's dry enough. There's a ditch up here and then muck pocket on the other side. Yeah, we got whatever. It's going to take us a little while, just because of the way the shape of the field is and everything, but we'll get it done. That's all we've got to do tonight, is to finish this little bit of this field. It ain't no big deal. We're getting low on seed, but we're not empty yet. But row one quit planting in it, which wasn't getting in there. The stuff that I put in there is the last one of the boxes that we had to run through the cleaner, so I wonder if we got a little stick or something. But I can hear it flowing through now. We're in one of those muck pockets. This is a terrible spot to stop. Can you see this dirt? Can you see this? It's beautiful. It's beautiful stuff. But it's, you know, you don't want to stop here. Like, look how soft and fluffy it is. We got ruts just from driving on it, and it's not that wet. It's just fluffy. All right, well, we got our row one issues fixed. Well, we did until just now. We might actually be out of seed this time. We'll go out and look, but we're planting this triangle here. By the time we get 2 rounds around the outside, there ain't gonna be much left. All right, let's go see what we got for seed. I always find it incredible when we get them that even. Like, row 1's the one that ran out. Heck, it is plugged up a little bit there. There's a tiny little bit of seed left, but we're good. So I'm gonna see what we got in there and empty that out. And then we got these 2 bags here we're gonna dump in, and then we'll go get some more seed. Well, I made it a lot farther than I thought I would. We're up to 78 acres done in this field. There's like 95, but we don't plant between the road and the poles over there, so we're not gonna get that much anymore. So there may only be like 12 or 14 acres left instead of 20 acres left. 17. Anyway, we're gonna go grab some bags and come back over and finish it up. Yeah, I think we've only got 10 or so acres left. I think 4 bags will be more than enough. We're gonna go and grab probably 6 and bring them over here so that we've got them. But we'll only put in maybe, I don't know, we'll put in 3 to start, and then we'll have the other 3 there. I don't know. It's easier to put equal stuff in, but I would really like to be empty when we're done here. Not have any extra if we don't have to, so we'll see. All right, we went and got some corn, and I dumped in 3 bags. I happened to have 3 bags of the same 102-day corn that I had those other 2 that were on the platform there that we dumped in. So that'll be 5 of those total. If that's not enough, I've got some 103-day here that we'll throw in, but we're not gonna put any of them in yet. So let's see how that does. See that house lock? We have from there to there to go, minus the ends. Dang it. Not gonna make it. Okay, well, we put a half a bag in, which is still more than we need, but won't be as bad. While I was out, I noticed a problem. I noticed a big problem. Yeah, minorly big problem. We're gonna finish this field, and then we're gonna have to address that. I'll show you in a minute. Phil has been disking all afternoon. He got this field done, which is right next to the one we just finished planting, and he's working across the road. A little ways to go there yet, but we're gonna have to wash the windows. I have to wash them. I did the ones on a 9R this morning, but okay, so I got out to go put that bag of seed in, and I got to looking at stuff, and I'm going along and looking at everything and looking at everything, and wait a minute. That's a problem. Closing wheel frame broke and we lost a closing wheel. The whole dang closing wheel is gone. And this is broken. And that is a problem. That's a big problem. So, yeah, we planted the rest of that field without it. But I don't want to go to Berky without it. I don't know if we have a closing wheel frame, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out. And we got to go find our wheel. Now, it's a big, spiky, shiny thing laying in a field of black dirt. We should be able to find it. And it's somewhere in the last 30 acres. I know it was there when we went. I know it because I checked all the row units. So, yeah, that's fun. I didn't exactly have high expectations for getting a lot done today, but the wheels are falling off the operation here, quite literally. All right, so I got my helpers with me. We're going to go out and look. Now, I know that it was on a row that was on the left side of the planter, on the wing, not quite in the center. And so I was trying to look at my rows here. And if you look at this row, you can see 2 closing wheel spikes. If you look at this row, you can only see 1. So we were missing it when we did this row. See, here's a spike, spike, spike. We don't have anything on this side. So it was gone before we did this pass, which means it could be over there where Ryland's checking now. Or it could be on up over that way on the other side of this hole. He's got a rock though, so we better go help him. Get in, Brayson. Well, I'm second guessing myself now. Those are the tracks of me pulling in here. This is the first pass that we made. And this is our row. And I only had 1. I only had 1 closing wheel there. I can't believe that I missed that when I was checking all the rows. How did I miss that? I looked right at them all. Which means we lost it the other day in our last field, or well, who knows when. who knows? It could be anywhere. It could be anywhere. It's not good. I just don't understand how I possibly missed that. It's not even possible. I looked right at it. It's not possible. I literally came through here and checked every one of these gauge wheels. Just like this. You think I wouldn't have seen that? How? It's not possible. It's not. Disgusted with myself, because had I seen that this morning, you know, when I was working on stuff, I could have got one. I could have ordered it. I could have said, hey, set this out for me. I'll come and get it. But now, it's 8 o'clock at night, 7 o'clock at night on a Saturday night. I'm going to get it tomorrow. The one local dealer does have emergency parts hours, and they will set it out for me. So I think we can get one. But here's my current plan. We're going to take this closing wheel frame off. I don't think I can weld it up. It's cast, so I don't think we can do that, and I'd have to find some pieces to try and make it work anyway. But they're the same as what's on the bean planter. Close to the same. Close enough that they will work. And closing the seed trench on beans is less important than closing the seed trench on corn. So what we're going to do is steal one and swap this. And Phil can run with one row cleaner, or one closing wheel for one day until we can get a replacement. It'll be fine. All right, well, there's our piece, and there's where it's broken. It broke where the pin goes through to hold the tensioner handle, and through the holes that the closing wheels bolt to. It's all gone. So that's why our closing wheel fell off. It broke the mount that it bolts to. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to take my tools, and we're going to go take one off of the bean planter and bring it out here and put it on. All right, well, that one is good as used. Okay, corn planter is good. I gotta go put the one back together on the bean planter. I forgot to take part of the bolts. Yeah, it'll work. It'll be fine. All right, that's not ideal, but guess what it will do? That's right, it'll work. Okay, in another turn of events, one, we're gonna put these 2 bags that we didn't use back. We gotta load up the seed trailer and make a seed delivery. It's 7:30 at night, we're gonna make a seed delivery. The guy needs his stuff, he's gonna plant tomorrow. I'm gonna get it to him because that's what I do for people. Load it up. We got 4 boxes, a pallet of corn, and a few paper bags of beans. Let's go. All right, check out the shirt. Check it out. Check it out. Available soon. Coming soon. We got our seed delivery made. Now it's dark. I think we're good to go for the tomorrow. I am going to church in the morning, probably early church, but I'm going to church. When I get back, we're going to jump in a planter tractor and head to Berky, and we're going to try and get a bunch of corn planted there tomorrow. We probably aren't going to get it done. In fact, I know we're not going to get it done because we do have a corn plot going down there. And so we will try and do everything but the corn plot. We'll leave space for it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, but it should be fine. Thanks for watching today. We're going to get the wheels back on the operation tomorrow, I hope. Have a great night. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the videos. Go check out Farm Focus, get all your Borderview Farms apparel. Although there is more stuff coming soon. So, have a great night.